Hey guys, and welcome to number 43 of the Derby Career Mode, and to start off this episode we are going to do the commentated episode this one because I just want to get towards the end of the season a little bit faster, and currently we are 10 points off Chelsea with 2 games in hand. So looking at the calendar, we have got West Ham, then we have Chelsea, then we have Sporting, so this episode, and we have Southampton, sorry, so we're going to be playing those 4 games for this episode just to get towards the end of the season a little bit faster, and obviously if we do win those games, we've got a really good chance of obviously winning the Europa League and winning the Premier League. And I don't think we'll be able to win the Premier League next season because Champions League football is very difficult, and I think I'll compromise in the league more than likely, and I don't know, I think this is the best chance we've probably got. We've got a few games left, and if we win them all, we've basically got the title, because if we win that game against Chelsea, then we're absolutely fantastic. So we're going to go into the next game against West Ham. I'm thinking of playing Danny Ings on the wing because we don't really have that many wingers at the moment. It's a little bit annoying that I did, I don't know, Wyman in my opinion from the start doesn't do that well. He's just like Danny Ings, but I think Danny Ings out wide could be quite interesting. So there is the West Ham for today's game. They've got Merkel, they've got Bryson on the bench maybe, I'm not too sure. They're former Derby County players obviously, and Carroll, the centre mid, and yeah, it's nice to play against some new former players. Here's our lineup. We've got Ings on the right, Jurgensen, Fekir. Then we got Darmain, Figueiredo, Callas, Aurier, Sillerson, Yukan, Hughes and Sissoko. It's the normal lineup pretty much with Danny Ings on the right. So I want to see how he does in this game, and if he does quite nicely, then that'll be good. So into the 12th minute of the match here, Callas with a fantastic standing tackle to win the ball. Then a beautiful through ball through to Jurgensen, who just beautifully controls it around the keeper, finesses it into the open net and makes it 1-0 against the former Derby County goalkeeper, Areola, the PSG man. So as well, I think West Ham is one of our feeder clubs. They seem to buy a lot of our players, and it's nice to come against them. So we go into the 45th minute of the match here. Morrison with the shot, and then a former Derby County player, Merkel, scores against us. Kind of does celebrate, but he didn't exactly have that many games for us, so I don't really see him as a player. So we go into the second half here. What a quality finish there from Wyman. He just comes off the bench, makes a beautiful run, just goes away from the defender, puts himself in a really good place, and yeah, we get the goal to make it 2-1 in the game. So it's nice when you do bring players on that they score, because there's no point in making substitutions if they're not going to make an impact. So we go into the 69th minute of the match here. 10 minutes later, Nolan with a cheeky backheel to Morrison, who makes it 2-2. Really frustrated after scoring that goal to concede straight away. Then we go into the 90th minute, +3, literally last kick of the game. Thomason cuts inside, takes a shot. Ings puts it into the open net. I'm not too sure who it was on the night. I think it was number 19, not too sure who that is. But if you want to look that back, it seems like he ducked the shot and moved out of the way for us. So I'm kind of glad that he did that, because that means we are a lot closer to Chelsea now, only 7 points off them with that fantastic win against West Ham. Not the easiest of games as well, it was in the rain, and I think if I did actually live commentate this episode, I didn't think I would have done that well in that first game. I think I would have potentially lost it. So looking at the table, 7 points away, 1 game in hand, that's really good. Goal difference, there's about 7 goals and maybe 10, so I think we need to definitely get the points more than Chelsea and potentially get some goal difference as well. So luckily we did rest off a few of the players, Goretzka and Jurgensen. I think we took him off a little bit early just to get them all fit and ready for the next game against Chelsea. Now if we win this game, and that's a big if, I think we've got a fantastic chance of winning this title, because then we'll be only 4 points off. We've still got a game in hand, I think, so then we just have to win another game, and then we're 1 point away. So it's so tight at the moment. I can't wait to see if we can win the league this year. So there is the lineup we just showed there. It's the normal lineup. We've got a full fit team. That's all good. Looking at Chelsea team, they've got Courtois, Ivanovic, Socrates, Martinez, Felipe Luis, Matic, Ramirez, Salah, Hazard, Oscar, and Costa. So a very good team. Petr Cech still on the bench. Gary Cahill, Fabregas, very good players on the bench that could make a difference. So it's the 7th minute of the match here. Fekir cutting inside, gets the ball out wide to Jurgensen, then beautiful bit of ball control, takes it around the defender, puts it into the back of the net with a beautiful finesse shot to make it 1-0. What a great start to the game. I'm really glad I got that early goal, because against Chelsea you don't want to be waiting and then they score against you and just take the game away from you. So getting that early goal was really important to be able to get a good chance in the game, and I was quite surprised that fullbacks did cut in quite a bit, and that was his actually 10th goal of the season. So into the 24th minute of the match here, Yukan picks up the ball just in the half of Chelsea. Then he just goes on a mad run, does a nice bit of skill here, hits it in the keeper, and it goes through his legs and makes it 2-0. I was completely shocked when that went in. It's such a weak shot, and Courtois, probably like 89 rated or something by now. How did he not save that? That is absolutely mental. So we got quite lucky with that goal to make it 2-0, but Chelsea, very good team. We've got Hazard, who's probably 90 rated, Costa probably an 88, and there was always a chance for them to get a goal in the game, and that's what they do here. Costa passes it inside to Oscar, then Hazard lays himself up to hit it in the back of the net. Quite a nice strike, cuts inside, makes it 2-1. Lasts like 40 minutes of the game. I was just really worried that we would throw this away, and we're in a great position, so I think I actually stuck it on defensive for the rest of the game just to make sure Chelsea didn't really get in that defence of ours and get a lot of chances. And yeah, then we go into the 60th minute, I think, here. Aurier puts the ball out wide to Danny Ings, and then we whip the ball into the box. Jurgensen with a beautiful header makes it 3-1. Then I was really happy because, like, keeping a 2-goal advantage is really important, because 1 goal they could score at any point, Chelsea, and I don't want that to happen because I really want to win this game. And that was a beautiful ball actually from Danny Ings to get it into the box. It was nice to see he's done well on that right hand side. Generally when he plays out wide he plays on the left, but look again here on the right hand side, cuts in here, nice bit of skill, gets into the back post for Keir, makes it 4-1. I don't know, I'm really surprised I got a 4-1 win. Maybe it was because I wasn't doing a live commentary. I had the concentration to be able to concentrate fully on the game and get the win, and I was really glad I did that, because that means we are now only 4 points away, and if we win the next game we're 1 point away. So we're going into the end of the season in a fantastic position, and if we can win the Prem, that would be absolutely amazing, because you look at the squad we have nothing over 82. I think Sillison's the highest rated, then Jurgensen, then Sissoko. So we haven't exactly got the most amazing squad in the world, but we've done very well this year. So into the next game against Sporting Lisbon. It is in the first round of the Europa League, and I'm really tempted just to get knocked out, because we've got Champions League football next season pretty much. We've basically sealed that now, and if we get knocked out, then we can concentrate on the league, win the Premier League, which I don't think we'll be able to do next season. So leave a comment down below on whether I should do that or not, but I think I should still try in the Europa League, and maybe I'll just get a result with a weaker team. I've basically got the normal lineup, but Jesse Lingard come back from his loan. I thought I'd play him for this game, and on that left hand side he did quite nicely. He left the space for Sissoko there to cut inside to Jurgensen, who got his another goal in this episode. I think he's got like, what is it, maybe 15 goals for us now. I think he's got, I'm trying to think, I think it was 12 in the Prem, and I think he got 3 in there. So yeah, 15 in the entire game. So we go into the 70th minute of the match here, second half. Danny Ings, beautiful bit of play, just finesses it into the corner. Again, Jurgensen controls the ball beautifully, puts it through for Danny Ings, and I love Danny Ings. He's one of the best signings I've ever made on a career mode. Literally always get a goal. I don't think I've ever subbed him on, and he's never done anything like bad. He's never had a bad performance from coming off the bench, and that is his 5th goal in the Europa League, and that is how the game does end. So we are in a very comfortable space going into that second leg, and I'm really tempted just to play a weak team and like get a 0-0, and then just have the team ready and fit for the next game in the Premier League. So looking at the table, 4 points away. If we win the next game, we are only 1 point away. It is against Southampton, who are currently, whereabouts are they? I'm not too sure. They are below 7th, that's for sure. I'm not too sure. I didn't actually see when I looked there. But we have got the leg against Sporting Lisbon. Then we've got Arsenal in the next month. We've got Everton towards the end of this month. Then we've got 3 really easy results. So we're in a fantastic position, there's no doubt about that. So looking at the top goal scorers and the top assists, if you want to just pause this at any point, we've got Jurgensen and Ince both on 11, then Danny Ings on 9, then Sissoko on about 8. So I'm really glad, like, we haven't got like a massive goal scorer scoring like 25 goals, but we've got players that have scored a combination of goals to add up to about 45 in total. So really glad to see that coming in, and just the overall team doing nicely. That's good. So clean sheets as well. Stillison is 4th in the league with 8 clean sheets. That's really good, because above him Courtois, Laurie and Chesney. So there's no real problem. Like Arsenal, very good team. Tottenham, you could say they're not the best, but let's be honest, on career mode they do very well and do finish in the top 4. So going into the next game, it is going to be the final game of the episode, is against Southampton, and I think I do rest the team up quite a bit, and I'm not too sure why I do that. So here's the lineup for the game. They've got Gazaniga in goal, Ezekiel, Ramirez, Isgrove, Schneiderlin, Yoshida, Font and Klein, quite a few players that aren't actually Southampton players anymore. So here was the lineup we decided to go for. We've got Danny Ings at the number 10 position, and Wyman, Taliso, Mings, Figueiredo, and it's not the strongest lineups, let's be fairly honest. We probably could have played a bit of a stronger team, but we're going to go into the game and hopefully get a good result, and then leave us with only 1 point between us and Chelsea. So we go into the first 3 minutes of the match. Danny Ings picks up the ball, great start to the game. I don't know how that went in. It came off of Gazzaniga's hand, then just kind of rolled behind him and went into the back of the net. A fantastic start to the game to get us a 1-0 lead, and it's crazy how good Danny Ings has actually been for us, because I think it was in the first season we swapped him for Jamie Ward plus 2 million, and you look at that deal now, that was literally the best deal I've ever done on Cremo, because he scored in pretty much every single game he has played. So going into the 13th minute of the match here, they go with a bit of a short corner kind of thing, and Ezekiel does find the post to go into the back of the net to make it 1-1. A little bit annoying to concede straight away. Then 5 minutes later they get another corner. Davis whips it into the back of the box, and then it goes to Schneiderlin. Schneiderlin, nice chip ball into the box, nobody marking Ezekiel, and he makes it 2-1. Really frustrating after going 1-0 up very early on, then to concede 2 goals very quickly together, and that's what Southampton did quite a bit last season. They went 1-0 down, then they scored like 3 or 4 goals, so hopefully that doesn't happen in this game. But they do get the ball out wide to Klein here, then Tadic puts it into the back of the net to make it 3-1 in the 30th minute. I would quite like to bring Tadic in next season. I think that would be a really nice player. He can play out wide, he can play down the middle as well, so I could potentially look to bring him into the club. So we go into the 39th minute of the match here, get the ball across to Fekir to make it 3-2 to get us back into it just before half time. Fekir's been okay. He scores a lot more goals than you. So that's one thing I've noticed in the difference, and I think in the business end of the season, I think you definitely need to be scoring goals. So we go into the second half of the game here. Isgrove picks up the ball, eventually gets it into Tadic, and then Tadic gets it to Schneiderlin. Then he gets the little bit of a lucky bounce to get it through to, I think that's Ezekiel to get his hat-trick. No, it's Gastamiro, sorry, to make it 4-2. And unfortunately, that is how the game does end. I'm really annoyed that I didn't play a bit of a stronger team and get the 3 points, because then we would have been only 1 point away. Now we've got the same amount of games as Chelsea and 4 points difference. So I don't know, we may have just thrown away that title opportunity, and it's really annoying because I feel like I should have probably just played the strongest team and got the 3 points. But I think I'm going to end off the episode here with not the best of ending, but we've got the next semi-final against Sporting Lisbon. We're 2-0 up, and this next leg's away from home, so as long as we get 1 goal, I think the 3 goal with the away goal advantage, then we're pretty much through to the final. I think that'll be between Manchester United or Lazio. I think they're both in the semi-final. So if you enjoyed this episode, it'd be fantastic if we could smash over 25 likes. Really enjoying the series. Sorry I'm a little bit ill. I literally came back to the country 2 days ago and I got ill. Like, how annoying is England? So if you enjoyed this episode, smash the like button, subscribe if you guys, and see you soon. Bye.